This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm covering pop culture, Depp vs. Heard, celebrity news, and right here we've got Johnny Depp's friend, Isaac Borach. If I'm saying that correctly, apologies to him if I'm not, because he's a fantastic guy right here. And he testifies in court in Virginia, and he is no holds barred. He talks, very casually, very normal, like he's talking to a person in a regular conversation someplace, at a bus stop, in a bar, or whatever. And I honestly think this is how I would probably act on the stand. Anyway, he kind of gets very emotional, and that's what I want to highlight first. So let's watch this little clip. Then I'll talk about a few other things about him living rent-free in Johnny's penthouse, which he points out everyone who was there did. One more thing before I start to give this a little context is that Amber's lawyer, Elaine Brennanoff, however you say her name, is trying to get him to admit he's angry. He's so angry he's saying this stuff. But it kind of backfires. So that's where we start.
Okay. And I think you testified already, you're pretty angry with Ms. Heard, right?
When?
I wrote it down that you
About the phony pictures that were taken and put in tabloids, and about the fake narrative, and about and the way she's trying to got a fraudulent DV claim to extort and blackmail a man. Yeah, that kind of got me frustrated, confused, angry, upset. Yes, which is why I said the best thing for us to do is not to talk to each other.
Was it fair to say you're still angry with her?
Oh, you know something? It's 6 years.
But we just heard you give your version.
Am I angry anymore? I'm not, what I am is tired. And I want this all to end. Her to go heal, him to go heal. So many people have been affected by this malicious lie that she started and she created, and it's gone out the door and around the world. And so I can't even paint anymore. I've stopped painting for the last who knows how many years, and that's affected by stuff. I'm not angry at anybody. I want the best for her to take her responsibility, heal, and move on. And for Johnny, his family has been completely wrecked by all of this stuff, and it's not fair. It's not right.
And yeah, he brings up a really great point there that it doesn't just affect Johnny. I mean, of course, we're thinking this whole time, has it affect Johnny, and he's the main man, he's the important part, obviously, but what affects Johnny really runs downstream, because Johnny supports a lot of people. So when Johnny can help out his friends like this, let them live rent-free, help out his sister, let her work for him, then when his money takes a hit, of course they take a hit, but that doesn't mean that they're like under his control, under his wing, like he's some evil iron fist boss. In this life, you help the people who are close to you. So Amber's team said in the beginning, well, you're going to see that these are people who's controlled by Johnny Depp because they need his money to survive and get by, and they depend on his money. Yeah, when you've got a friend since high school and your sister, you support those people. If I had like hundreds of millions of dollars, if you had hundreds of millions of dollars, if anyone in the jury had hundreds of millions of dollars, if Elaine Brennanoff had hundreds of millions of dollars, she'd sure as hell give her freaking friend $100,000. If you've got like 700 million, that's like, $10 to you or something in proportion. Of course you're gonna let your sister work for you. Of course you're gonna let people who you've known your whole life, who, really that you're close to gonna live in the penthouse. That's really freaking obvious. So this jury should know that. What every juror should be thinking right now is like, okay, I get it. Yeah, so yeah, Johnny does help these people out with money, but who are they? They're really close people. Damn, if I had like $1,000,000, I'd probably go buy everything from my past, something worth like a couple of thousand or something as a thank you. If I had more than 1,000,000, if I had 100,000,000, what the hell, man? Yeah, I'd probably buy a couple of people some houses, some cars. No shit. It's like beyond obvious. And that's what's happening on the stand here is Isaac's like, yeah, and okay, he's got, like I said, a very down-to-earth attitude, and I think he makes these lawyers look pretty silly, pretty stupid. He kind of exposes what they're trying to do. I mean, the first lawyer just could not get anything out of him. She kept asking over and over and over, did you have a good view, Miss Heard? Did you see her? Did you get a good view of her? How far away were you? How was the lighting? The lighting was great. He said 10 times, it's the sun lighting. The lighting was probably better than this video, that courtroom. They're out in broad daylight.
And when you opened the door, did you have a good view of Miss Heard?
Absolutely, yeah.
How was the lighting?
Lighting is fine. Lighting from outside, and there's light from my place. Yeah, so the lighting was great. There's no redness. There's no swelling. There's no bruises. There's no cuts. There's no nothing. Just Amber looking like Amber.
And then one of Amber's genius lawyers has to be like, well, do you know what it looks like when a woman puts on makeup? How do you actually know she wasn't wearing makeup? And she asks this over and over. Do you know about foundation? Do you know about highlights? No, I don't know about highlights. Isaac probably doesn't know about highlights or foundation or anything. Did you see Amber actually put on makeup? How often does Amber put on makeup? How long are Amber's toenails? How much ketchup does Amber put on her french fries at McDonald's? How many sugars does Amber use in her coffee? And the answer is, who cares? It doesn't matter. These are really minute details that nobody would know about Amber except Amber that are irrelevant. Furthermore, yeah, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional. But I've been around women, and I could tell when they're wearing makeup and when they're not. I think most people can. Furthermore, if you look at real abuse victims, and I hope they show pictures in court, there's some bumps and bruises and swelling you can't hide. This is such amateur questioning. So, hopefully Johnny's lawyers will get right up there and say, you know what? Maybe she was wearing makeup, but there was nothing under the makeup because no amount of makeup can cover up the injuries she was claiming. So it feels like we want to get to all that, and some people are wondering like, well, what about this? What about that? It's because we've been following this for like 4 years or 3 years, or maybe more for some of us, and all the information is not going to come out all at once and explode there. Johnny's team's waiting for things to sink in and waiting to counter what they're saying at certain times so the jury doesn't get overloaded all at once. That's just my silly little opinion. I'm not a lawyer, gotta say it. But I'm probably better than Amber's lawyers, judging by this. And I gotta reiterate, I love the way this guy talks. Johnny's sister, some people might disagree. I think she could have done better. She thought about things. She looked a little nervous. Isaac here, yeah, all right. I just went right upstairs. He answers very down to earth, very casually. Here's an example.
And what did you do after that?
My buddy ate. I believe he had pizza from across the street. And,
Good choice.
We talked. We yapped for a while, and could be I could yap, so it could it could take. We were there probably an hour and change or something like that, and then we're done.
We had pizza and we were done. And he talks like a normal person. He doesn't talk like someone sitting on the stand like, what should I say about that night? Because, it's all fabricated and I've got to make it sound as bad as possible. It's like, yeah, we had pizza. I could just keep talking about it. Whatever. So that's the kind of attitude I really like. Anyway, looks like this guy is going to be a little legend around the community. I'm hoping he's from New York. I tried to look him up, but I couldn't quite find it in time, and I had to get this video down. So that would be cool because I'm from New York. So that would be great. Fellow New Yorker on Johnny's side. I guess maybe someone will tell me in the comments. But anyway, let's hope. That's about it for now. You guys, let me know what you think down below. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing at least a video a day. Been covering this for almost 3 years now. So obviously very much on Johnny's side. But I will be fair when the time comes to be fair. But so far, yeah, I'm feeling a lot of twisty things going on here. And still no actual evidence and substance and good arguments against Johnny. And if you don't subscribe, well, I guess it'll be sad. But I'll get over it. See you next time.